Hello, my name is Rain and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be playing the Van Witch. It is a pay what you want, or name your price I think is technically called, a solo journaling game located on itch.io made by sunflower_wizard. If you're interested, the game as well as any resources that I use will be linked down below in the description. And essentially this is just like a, not post-apocalyptic, but like near future game where society has changed to be more caring about the earth because, and magic is now a thing. In my story, I kind of assumed that magic was always a thing, so it's not as like jarring in my head. And ouch. So it's not as jarring in my head. And the crux of the game is that the witch that you made is in their senior year of MWU Academy. In their senior year, they go on what's like I believe it's referred to as a senior trip, and they are gifted their own van and allowed to basically go out into the world, and they'll help various settlements, and yeah. And so most of the game is journal entries from your character's point of view on what they experience at these settlements. So I also have this game in a playlist. This includes me creating my character known as Elle. Her full name is Helena Bauer. If you're interested, check out the playlist, please. So I won't go too much into her past and stuff, so you'll mostly just experience her through the story, because I don't want to be like repetitive and say it every episode. And yeah, as a recap, kind of like a very short recap from the last episode, we ended up recovering some missing cargo from heavy rainfall, and the festival is finally here, and Helena nearly loses control of her powers again. So we're gonna kind of go on from that and see what happens. But before I start the game, I want to say that I did add another section to Helena's biography. This is something I tend to do with most games or any character-based thing that I do, whether it's like creating characters for role-playing or writing, is I'll kind of do what I refer to as like motivations or like headcanon, like bullet point list. This is essentially stuff where either headcanon wise, like I can see the character going towards in the future. So let's say if they have the character's in high school and they dream of graduating, I'm like, okay, what events would kind of like lead them to graduation? Would they like run into bullies if they're very timid characters? Things like that. Just kind of like story beats that might hit. And then I also include motivations. Motivations tend to be like more from their perspective, and it's like basically their motivations, their goals for the future, but how they envision it. So let's say, again, your character's trying to graduate from high school. It'd be like, do they see themselves as the valedictorian? When they're making their speech, who would be there? Like, who would they want to be there? Why do they want them to be there? What would their speech be about? Would people be cheering? Like, do they see that? Or is it something they fear? And, it's just like kind of like that type of deal. So I did add a couple for Helena, so I'll go over those now. So her first motivation has to do with, this is her headcanon. I didn't put them in headcanon or motivation order. I kind of just put them down, so pardon me. So for this one, it's basically I want to go into like why did she lose power? But I apparently can't type. Ignore that. So why does she lose power? What is making her so strong? And I kind of put in like small little theories I might explore, like perhaps she's like kind of like that ticking time bomb like trope where like she might destroy the planet. So later on we might have like a situation where we're like racing against time or something. So, and it might lead to her like sacrificing herself, or she might like discover what happened, and like it could be very simple. And then I wanted to run into other members of her class, perhaps people she doesn't exactly get along with, because I like more conflicts, and basically their interactions, but also letting me go into like the background from when she was actually at MWU, just to like flesh her out more. I also was interested in perhaps exploring an event that might make her doubt her magic. Maybe if I continue to fail roles, she'll begin to doubt being a witch, and she might like want to give up this lifestyle, and then possibly having like a key moment that brings her back. So there's that. And then this one is more of a motivation section, or motivation one, which is I could see her wanting to be a teacher because she really enjoys helping people. And if I also put in there, she doesn't become a teacher, maybe she'll become a doctor instead because of her parents. And yeah, I kind of see her possibly becoming a professor at MWU Academy, where she kind of sees herself as more of a relaxed teacher. Like, she still wants her students to learn, but she wants them to have more accountability and being less stressed because of teachers. So she's like also one of those people who I can see like failing is okay, like that's how you learn. So she'd be okay with people failing and helping lift them back up and learning from those experiences. So yeah, basically that's kind of like how I imagine she could be in the future. None of these are like set in stone. They may happen, they may not happen, but they're just kind of like almost like threads to keep me moving towards something instead of like stumbling around. So yeah. And so yeah, all right. I guess let's get into the game now. So let me see. Here we go. Okay. So I need my cards. All right, let's see. I might actually get a repeat now because I've done so many. A jack of clubs. I don't think I have a jack of clubs. No. Whoa. Okay. Oh my gosh, I think I'm getting close to moving as well. All right, let's look up jack of clubs. Jack clubs. Okay. I want to resolve a dispute in this community by communicating with those involved. I have no idea. I have no idea where I want to go with this. Okay, so we just finished the festival last week, and she almost lost her powers. So I guess we can start off with this one by asking, does this involve any characters that we already know? Which technically we know like a few more, but canonically we know a few more characters, but in our documentation we only know 2 characters. So basically, is it either Stella or Betty? So and okay, so it doesn't involve either of them. Interesting. Okay, so we might be generating some new characters, which I'm excited about because I'm so many episodes in and we've only had the same characters. Okay, so we're going to generate, oh my gosh, get me out of there, some new characters. Okay, so, okay, what did it say again? Oh my gosh, I'm such a mess. A dispute in this community. So I'm gonna actually roll to see, wait, do I have a chart for disputes? Yeah, I don't. Okay, so because of this, I'm going to roll a character and see maybe what their motivation is and see if it's something I can work off of. So let's get to it. Okay, so this character's name is going to be Suzanne Boone. I really like that name. All right, so now we can start rolling. Oh my gosh. On their chart. So we'll do a queen. So they're calm. Oh, I like that. Joker. I don't think it has Joker on here. No, it doesn't. Okay, reroll. They're calm. Their interests are in music. Oh, I really am vibing with this person already. Oh, perfect. Interest music. Oh, they might get along with Betty. If, you know, Betty wasn't essentially poisoning people. 10 of spades. Fear is failure. Oh, hashtag relatable. Okay, and their motivation, which is what I kind of want to work off of. And their motivation is a 3. Building a better future. Oh, they really like this one. Because I think... Okay. I thought Stella had the same one, but she didn't. Okay, building a better future. So I'm thinking Suzanne basically tried to do something in Southbell that was like, I don't know how to explain it. They had like a specific objective and Southbell's like against it. They're like, no, we're not doing that. But what could it be? All right. So because of that, I'm going to roll on Mythic, and then we'll kind of see kind of what I get. Let's roll on Mythic. So I'm rolling on the action table. Well, action 1, I guess, on Mythic. So we get a 50, which is hinder. Oh, that's not really making the place better, but, you know, you do you. Hinder, and then hindrance. Hindrance. So they're really trying to put a stop to something. But what are they trying to put a stop to? Ooh, I can possibly do... I'm just going to take a gamble. Because I have a lot of, like, charts that are like, oh, this happens in, like, this urban area or something. So I'm just going to do one and see what we get and see if I can work with it. I just want to see if I get something good. If not, no worries. So we're going to get a 5, which is a cart hurdles through town soon after. Second cart full of guards speeds by attempting to catch it. Okay, so what can I work with? Oh, FYI, I rolled that on the Roll and Play GM Fantasy Toolkit. I think that's what it's called. It'll be linked down below. And yeah, trying to think what I would do with this one. I am thinking that essentially the festival is over now because it's been a week, and the festival I don't know what you call them, but like I guess like festival merchants is like a better word, are like setting everything up to go, and they're like loading them onto carts to kind of go with the thing that I rolled. I'm going to say like the cart is like a couple of the carts like escaped, like they started rolling on their own, or maybe these are like vehicles for some reason, like maybe they put them in neutral or on accident or something. And so the vehicles or carts, whichever one I decide to do, kind of roll away. And whatever Suzanne does is like the worst possible solution to this problem. And maybe she like destroys their stuff or destroys their vehicles. And so like the Southbell's like mad. They're like, why did you do that? And she was like, I had good intentions. Like maybe she just destroyed the vehicles. Like the stuff is fine. So she's like, your stuff is fine. Like, why are you being mad? Like I kept the vehicles from like running into any, like hurting anyone or destroying any buildings, but they're like mad at her about it. So Helena would like intervene. So I'm going to take the second to write, I guess, my journal entry. And then actually, I won't write my journal entry because I have a few questions I want to ask the Oracle before I write. So my first question, I'm just going to write down my questions and then we'll go from there. So 1, cars or wagons? Likely for cars because that's what makes sense to me. Most likely because we still use vehicles, so it could be vehicles. Why did the transport run away? Neutral. Magic, because there could be another force that caused this problem. So did she destroy their vehicles or destroy merchandise? Okay, and then I'm gonna be like, will this dispute end amicably? Because it doesn't have to end good, even if Helena like tries her hardest. And this one I might do like a. So I'm gonna roll on Mythic, and I'm asking specifically: is the transport vehicle like actual cars, like trucks, cars, things like that? So, and it's gonna be at likely. So for likely, we're gonna see if I have to roll. Oh, I don't even need to see because I can see that right there. That is an extreme yes. Yeah, okay, so these are all. So I'm not even thinking like basic cars. I'm thinking like these are like RVs or, you know, just like, you know, huge semi trucks, things like that. Like they can carry like stuff. Okay. Now, how did the transport run away? So this one, I kind of want to roll. I'm trying to think if I have a good table for this. Give me a second. I'm going to look through my tables real quick, and then I'll be back if I find one that I think would fit. Okay. I think I'm settling on the plot twist oracle or table in Mythic. So I think that's the one I'm going to do. So let's see. For plot twist, we're gonna get a 7, which is change. Change. So I'm just gonna put that down, and then, because I can see that like changing shift, maybe something went wrong, or they're changing out parts and then something went wrong. Okay. So I'm gonna ask the Oracle, with it being likely that Suzanne destroyed the vehicles, but not the merchandise. So like, did she destroy the vehicles is my Mythic question. If I get extreme, yes, she destroyed everything. Wait, unlikely. Oh, that's weird. So no, she didn't destroy the vehicle. I'm gonna ask, did she destroy the merchandise? Because now my third kind of setting that I kind of think is like, if she didn't destroy the vehicle, she didn't destroy the merchandise, maybe she accidentally hurt somebody. So we're gonna do that. Did she destroy the merchandise? Okay, 50 is, well, yes. I'm gonna roll just in case, because now I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna ask, did she hurt anyone by stopping the vehicles? And I left that 50-50, so that's a no. Okay, so I'm going to wait on the proficient roll until after I typed everything out, and that'll be my last kind of surprise roll. So, yeah, I'll be back and we'll see what I come up with. I'm back. This is just like a small thing. I actually want to roll to see if Suzanne is a witch, because that might change my entire story. So is Suzanne a witch? Like, is she from MWU along with Elle? Leaving at 50-50. Okay, she is not a witch. All right, getting back to writing. Sorry about that. I just had to see. All right, so now I'm going to roll to see if Elle was able to stop the dispute and have things end amicably, or if things are still gonna remain tense between everyone. So let me double check what here it is. So I have to roll an 8 or higher if, yeah, for a success. Sorry, I was like, I always get my symbols mixed up. So 8 or higher for a success, 7 or lower for a failure, and she gets a +1 for being a novice. So, and I rolled 2 d6s. Okay. No, she failed. Oh wait, no, she succeeded. I'm dumb. +1. Oh my gosh, I'm such a dumb bitch. Okay. Yep, so she got it. Wait, she got an 8. Success. Totally unnecessary to put that. All right. So here's what I have. I want to solve a dispute in this community by communicating with those involved. A huge dispute has started in Southbell and I don't know what I can do to help. Suzanne is a beautiful and kind woman from what I've seen, who only wants the best for this community. But it all came to a head this week when the festival was wrapping up. Many of the merchants loaded their vehicles, RVs, semis, everything and every vehicle in between to get ready to leave. But then something happened. I heard it was during a shift change, and a few of the vehicles took off without any drivers. Suzanne and her companion Philippe hopped into his fancy sports car and managed to stop the trucks, but a collision caused the merchandise to get damaged, much to everyone's frustration. A fight ensued between Philippe, Suzanne, and the merchants, with each side thinking they're in the right, and I can't let this continue on. I threw myself into the ring. Thankfully, they listened to my perspective, and while the merchandise might still be ruined, at least tensions have calmed in Southbell. Perfect. And I don't know what to call this. Oh, don't I have like the 3-word? Okay. The dispute. Oh wait, I can do dispute in Southbell. All right, so I'll get week 9 set up. And then we'll get to that in a second. Okay, now we're on to week 9. So wait, oh my gosh, I'm lost. So we're gonna roll the card dice and let's see what I get. 5 of spades. Ooh, no diamonds this time. Interesting. Okay, I've not gotten 5 of spades yet. Have I gotten any spades? Oh, I did. I got 3 of spades. And a jack of spades. Okay. So weeks left. That's 43 out of 52. Okay, and we didn't reach 10 yet, so I'm still safe there. Okay. So that is what I say. 5 spades. 5 of spades. I'm gonna forget this. I keep saying it. Okay, clubs, hearts, spades, and number 5. I think that I need to mediate a conflict that concerns the community ASAP. She is just really involved with the community. She just keeps running into community issues like every time. Okay, alright, I guess we're gonna roll to see what this conflict is about. I'm gonna go ahead and roll and see who it might involve because that's pretty important. So I'm gonna ask the Oracle, did anyone that already knows? Okay, and we'll say 50-50. Let's see, let's go. It is a 22, that's a yes. Yes, so it is someone we already know. Is it multiple people? $42, that's also yes, unless it moves. Okay, so then how many? So we only know upwards of, well, technically 4 people because we have Felipe. Or Philip. Why do I keep calling him Felipe? Velasquez. I don't know how to pronounce his name. So, okay, we're gonna roll a 1d4 and then see how many of them, and then we'll to see. So, I hope it's not all 4. Okay, so it's 3 people. So now I'm just gonna roll the d4 again to see who's sitting out. So Suzanne is sitting out. So this involves Philippe, Betty, and Stella. Interesting. I wonder how this is gonna work. So I wonder what they're, but it concerns the community. So I don't know if it would be like just those people. I guess the question is it'll involve a larger amount of people, but these are the main people that Elle knows. So I'm gonna ask, does this my rose bush is tearing up my window. I'm gonna ask, does this involve a large chunk of the community? And if not, then it'll be like a smaller portion. $39. Okay. So yes, it involves like a pretty big chunk of the community. Okay, so now I'm going to use Mythic and see who exactly this might, not who it might involve, but try to think of the right term. I'm gonna roll a Mythic to see what is like happening, or like why there is a situation. So what is this conflict about? So I'm rolling on Mythic to see what this conflict is about. Oh my gosh. So on the Mythic action table, we got 65, which is open. $65.43, open illness. Oh. Open illness. Now I'm thinking maybe multiple people got sick. Is this a life-threatening illness? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. So it could be something like the flu or something along those lines. So it's not like they ain't gonna die, but they getting sick. Okay. I think Mythic actually has like a chart. Let me see. Let me scroll through this real quick to see. I don't know why I think it has an illness chart. I don't think it has an illness chart, but I think it has like curses. I might do the, well, some of these. I'm gonna do the plot twist to see what it'll give me. I'm just curious. If it's something I could work with, then I'll use it. If it's not something I can work with, then we'll forget about it. 55, which gives me mundane. Okay, so I'm thinking that it's not deadly or illness, but it makes people lethargic. So work isn't getting done in Southbell. And then we're gonna do a magic test again to see if Elle can use her magic to help them, which again, we'll do that at the end. All right, then I'll be RB as I get this all typed out. All right, and I'm back, and we're gonna do the magic test to see if she succeeds. So it's 2d6s, and I need 8 and above. So here we go, and I get a +1. Gotta remember that +1 because I'm gonna forget. 5, 6, 7. She fails. So they might not be okay. But it says conflict. But I kind of like this one better, and I'm gonna go with this one because I don't know how I'm gonna change it to be. I guess conflict could be like. Oh, okay. I kind of got it. So we're gonna. Okay, so I gotta put she failed. Okay. Okay. So this is what I have for week 9. I think that I need to mediate a conflict that concerns the community ASAP. There's been an odd feeling cloaking Southbell this week. It almost seems like everyone is off. Almost like they're sick, but they're not like regular sick. They're not puking or sweating or crying. They're just slow. I confronted Stella, who seemed to be afflicted by whatever this is, and I was shocked that she hadn't been at work for almost 3 days. That's unlike her, and I feared the worst. She was fine, just felt lethargic and refused to get out of bed. Soon, the entire town was like that, and a fight broke out between many members of the community and Philip, who was still mad about the week prior. Taking things into my own hands, I did a bit of research before putting together that this might have been an illness that has taken over the town. I tried testing my magic, but it came out fruitless. I don't know what to do, and I wrote to the MWU Academy for help. I hope they get back to me soon. And week 9 is completed. Yay! So yeah, that's 2 weeks down, and I'm very happy with this one. I'm gonna put the sudden illness. Dun dun dun. And yeah, so I'm very happy with this, and we're gonna call it a wrap for now. And I gotta remember to update this because I always forget. Drag that down. So I'll do that when I sign off for today. But yes, I just want to say to anyone who watched, thank you so much. And if you're interested in this game or any of the supplements I use, they will be linked down below. And yeah, I think that's really all I have to say. With it becoming summer, stay hydrated and stay safe, everyone. Bye-bye.